Good morning. Back to the light. We have to leave early. Going to Durango this morning to get tires. Waited too long for that place to open up, and that Goodyear, and I was hoping they'd have a sale, but I'm wearing my damn mud tires out too quick doing this, so I got to change them. So I'm headed over there and to do an eye appointment, and we'll see if they mess with me on the face mask. But anyhow, good news. Yay! I went to the county recorder's office yesterday after Jake and I went for a walk. Hadn't heard if my signatures have been accepted. Rachel Shaw, I'm so bad at that. Rachel got hers the next day. So she's all happy, and I wish her well. She's not feeling very well right now. And Lord knows there's a lot of people aren't feeling very well right now. And yeah, get some rest. I went through this a few weeks back, and oh my God, yeah, get some rest and be ready. This one's pretty brutal. And it's definitely man-made. This isn't a natural thing. Yeah, when your x-rays come back clean and your blood's fine and you're coughing and there's nothing to cough up, but you just keep coughing like there is something to cough up, yeah, it can be pretty bad. So anyhow, we made the ballot. So thank you all very much. Oh, whew, what a load is off right now on that. 60 days, and for 10 of those days I was down with whatever everybody's got right now a few weeks back, and it kicked my butt. Holy smokes. I mean, I had to miss the forum, the candidate forum, but thank God that Bill and Roger set it up where I could do it over one of these phones. How neat. And apparently people could hear me. I couldn't hear anything going on, but people could hear me. And apparently people had said that I got some pretty good applause for some of the solutions to some of these frickin' problems that we're having. So now the work begins, everybody. Now it's time to step up to the plate. I've got us to the ballot. Now it's up to you. We got to start having constitutional meetings amongst ourselves, starting as quickly as possible. We have to start arranging. Hopefully we can get some of the good deputies that are still in town and get them to come back, and we'll have constitutional classes. Our job is to protect and serve. And that's what we got to get back to, and we got to do it via the Constitution and common law. So now's the time. All you people that signed my petitions, bless your hearts, thank you. Thank you for listening to me, and I know you all feel it in your hearts. This is the time. So yeah, this is the time to step up. So start planning on making time, because we're going to have to start doing it. Because when we hit the road running on this thing, once we get elected and get past that opponent, let's put it that way, yeah, we're going to have everything in place. Because if we're going to go back to common law and constitution, we've got to go back to it. And that means there's going to be a lot of changes. The bureaucratic machine is too big. It's costing us too much. We got to go back to the basics, to the fundamentals of what the county needs to maintain what we have to maintain. I mean, we're talking sewers, roads, infrastructure. We got a jail. We got the courthouse that we're going to convert to get some revenue out of. We're going to have to start coming up with ideas that we can start not only getting ourselves out of this freaking debt that these assholes got us into, but yeah, we got to start preparing for the future too. I mean, we're going through a lot of changes globally. We're getting a drier climate. My well went dry last October. Other people's I've talked to wells have gone dry. We just had 10,000 gallon trucks coming up from Chama. They ran out of water, and they were taking our water. I think we need to start conserving our water here right now until we find out what the hell's going on with our aquifers and how much we're depleting them, how much the growth is impacting that. We got to start thinking responsibly. If we're going to have our water and our resources, we're going to have to start taking a look at keeping a lot of our water so we can divert it to take it down to Arbalese and Allison, and we can start growing food. I mean, they're talking food shortage. At some point, it's going to happen. Look at gas. Holy smokes. I mean, I'm driving to Durango, and it's going to cost me over $100 to get there and back. Yeah, that's crazy. So it really does control you. And if the food slows down and stops, I noticed the shelves are slowly getting barer and barer when I went to the grocery store yesterday. So we need to start preparing for that. And that means we're going to have to take responsibility, people. Freedom comes responsibility, and we're going to have to take it. And like I said, I'll start this thing, and I've gotten us on the ballot. I've gotten us away from the state with the fingerprinting issue, so we don't have to comply with that now because they're unconstitutional. They admitted it, and that they are violating our Fourth Amendment rights. They admitted that too. So why would you want to train under that? So if we have to, I've been trying to get a hold of Sheriff Mack. Emailing back and forth with Hillsdale College to come in and help us with these classes. But if not, we'll do it on our own. We don't have to wait for somebody else. We'll do it on our own. There's a lot of people in this community that are very well versed in the Constitution and how it works under common law. And we'll just get all together and we'll just do it ourselves if we have to. And then we'll all take an oath together. And that oath will be a solemn oath. Because this is what we have to do to get it back. So the work is going to start to begin. The election should be, if everybody starts getting on the bandwagon and we start doing this, I'm not even going to worry about it. We just need to start moving forward now. Now that I'm on the ballot, we can start moving forward. And we can have everything in place and just by the time we hit this thing, we'll hit it running. And we'll be in good shape to go ahead and do what needs to be done. And those are going to be some of our discussions, aren't they? So start planning on. I'm thinking of a day. I'm not sure when. Maybe a Sunday afternoon, a Monday afternoon. What was best? If people contact me, let me know what's best for them. But we may have to go to a Sunday afternoon. After church, and then just come over and start meeting there. So I'm thinking maybe Sunday afternoon after churches. And so that's what I'm leaning towards. And hopefully in a few weeks we'll have that set up and we'll have the agenda set up. And we can hit the ground running. Oh, I'm excited. I mean, this is, I bucked them the whole frickin' way. The whole way. And that's one thing they can't do yet is keep you off the ballot. They are trying, believe me. They went through mine, with the fine-tooth comb, and you know what? That's understandable. I count it as an honor, that they're concerned enough, So they counted them, and originally the account was 410. If those 10 days that I was down, if I was in town, I could have made that easily 500. Easily 500. And those of you out there that helped me, thank you so much. Bless your hearts. It took a community, and it took all of us in United for Freedom to come together and do that. And even though they're calling us in the papers and stuff fringe groups, especially San Juan Health Basin, like we're threatening them. No, we want the truth out of you. We want to know what the hell you've been doing to us without our consent. Who the hell do you people over there in Durango think you are? Screw you. And then you're accusing us of threatening you? What the hell do you think you've been doing to our lives and forcing that frickin' needle in our arms and forcing us to separate and shutting our businesses down and face masking people? You're a bureaucrat, for crying out loud. And you're not an elected official. Who the hell do you people think you are? No, I'm sorry. There I went. He got me on one of my rants. But this stuff is aggravating. And they think that they can just do whatever the fuck they want to do to, there's $5 more. Whatever they want to do to us. And I'm getting better at that, by the way. I'm not cussing as much when I get emotional and excited. So thank you for your encouragement and the depletion of my wallet. Every time I do that. But anyhow, who these people think they are, and even in our own county, look at the BS. Look at how they've been spending our money. We tell them no, and they keep on frickin' doing it. I hate to think what the debt's going to be. So any of you out there that are good mathematicians, I went to a CPA yesterday, or a certified public accountant, to see if they did any auditing, and they don't even want to touch it. And I couldn't blame them why for their reasons. And we all pretty much know what the bottom line of that meant. Anybody that goes against these people, they know they're in fucking trouble. Isn't that scary? All the way up the ladder, the chain like that. Yeah. So anybody out there good at math, if I can get maybe you know, 5 or 6 of you together that would love to help us audit. You know, we may have to do that on our own too. You know, if people are going to be afraid because of the system, and it's not just here locally. I mean, you got to have certifications to be a CPA. You got to go through all their little training, and it's like the doctors and nurses. If you get out of line, we're going to pull your license. Oh, you're going to take my license. Oh no, how can I live? You know, come on, people. It's a piece of fucking paper. You know, your skills are valuable with that license or not. You can do what you want to do with that license or not. By them restricting you, they're violating your constitutional rights. And that's bullshit, and that's got to stop. And you got to grow the cojones to stand up for yourselves and do it. Now there, how's that point blank? You know, yeah, this shit needs to get done, folks. And we need to start standing up and taking it back. And even if it means licenses, because it's a piece of frickin' paper. You know, you trained your whole life, your career for this. What makes you think they have the authority to control that? You know, you got skills that are needed, and there's no association or group or anything that can control you. You don't have to ask their permission. You know, this is all control. I mean, wow, come on. You got pride in what you do, then stand up and do it. You know, that's what I did, and I didn't take any guff for it. I may have been in a different category, but the same thing happened years ago, and I wouldn't put up with it. You know, it's bullshit. Who the hell do you think you are? We're not slaves. You know, we're Americans. We're free. Yeah, stand up, everybody. So there's my good morning rant. I'm trying to make this one short, but anyhow, we're on the ballot, and so yeah, it's time to kick it in gear, everybody. Let's do this thing, huh? Let's do it together. And you know what? You're going to feel so good when we kick open that door. Your pride's going to step up, and you're going to say, hallelujah. Right on. Yeah. Because these people, it's all a bullshit game. They got you in fear. How are they controlling you? Pieces of paper? Yeah. Okay. So, and bureaucrats. So, don't get me started again. Okay, well, thank you all very much. I'm headed down to Durango. Have a good day. Bye-bye.